I'm back. And I have a corp game this time. I'm gonna play the NBN deck I've been trying out. It plays somewhat similar to the HB deck that I play so often that has Sands in it. This deck obviously is running Sand because it's NBN. It has a lot more ice and bigger ice and melanges also. It's running 3 Melange Mining Corp, as opposed to the other deck which doesn't. And it has bigger ice. The other deck doesn't really need Melange. Like that's more money than it knows what to do with, because all its ice is cheap. All of his ice is cheap in order to help it defend against early criminal rushes. But this deck can defend against early criminal rushes just with tracing. At least that's the theory. I don't actually know yet. This hand's insane, by the way. Wow. Wowzers. That is a hand, all right. Oh my goodness. Just in case it wasn't good enough. Okay, we're going to... I don't know yet. I haven't played this deck enough. One way I handle it is to also play cheap ice. And also to make sure you get the value when, like, if they run into a flare, the only big guys are flare and tollbooth, which actually punish them for hitting them. It's not just like a Hadrian's Wall, which just ends the run. So you get some value to recoup the loss of getting emergency shut down. I mean, it's still tough. It's still a beating. Don't get me wrong. Okay, let's start. Pop-up window there. Well, yeah, I have to run... I mean, I have to run more econ to make up for the loss of engineering the future. It's not that much more econ. It's just like 3 cards, I think. It's like the 3 Melange Mining Corps, and then close marked accounts replaces Adonis. You have to remember I'm making room by cutting 3 Biotic Labors. This deck sort of has Biotic Labors built into its agendas in the form of AstroScript. So, like that gives you space. I mean, that's the theory anyways. And it could be that this deck is just miles behind my HB deck, I don't know. But it seems strong. And the big ice really helps you deal with, what's it called? Data sucker fixed breaker rigs, which can be a big problem for it. Can really give it fits. My HB deck, that is. So I figured Flare and Tollbooth, both much higher strength than their fixed breaker counterparts, should help me against that. Okay. I want to draw a card because I want more ice. Okay. That is not ice. I want to put money on my marked accounts because why not? And I want to hedge. Man. My entire hand is trashable. If he were wizard, this would be a problem. Okay. I think I've seen this kind of deck before. It's Darwin and Replicator. Yeah, and Inside Man. Yeah, I definitely seen this before. He's gonna replicate 3 personal touches onto the Darwin and replicate out 2 more cyber feeders and just run wild with that. It's kind of silly. By kind of, I mean really silly. But hey, if it works, when it works, it works. Flare's pretty good against it, though. Flare's pretty good when it trashes a hardware in addition to doing its other things. Alright, I want to get a melange started, so I'm going to try to make that happen. It's unfortunate that I will be temporarily unable to res my wall of static, but them's the breaks. I mean, this is a pretty good damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because I'm either going to get to melange or I'm going to get to hit him with a flare, because there's no way. Like, even if he 3 personal touches this Darwin this turn and then runs, that's not enough. Plus, he doesn't have the credits for that. Oh, wow. That is a cheap R&D interface, to say the least. That is terrifying, because all I have over there is a pop-up window. Not great. Okay, that helps a little bit, I guess. Definitely want to get melange started, first of all. Maybe I can draw one more piece of ice first, and then double ice, and refresh my marked accounts next turn. That'd be a pretty reasonable turn. I imagine he's gotta want to start hitting R&D pretty soon. I guess he's worried about this being something dangerous, but I mean, the value that he gets is just so high. Man, those are some cheap R&D interfaces. I've never seen an R&D interface cost 1 before. Inside Man. Craziness. Insanity. Yeah, he's gonna... I need to really, really ice up R&D. I think I'm gonna... If this isn't an ice, I'm gonna draw on card to try and get double ice this turn. Okay, that's a Beal. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a card. Sweet! Got there. Alright. I do not run Snare. I have 15 influence of breakers. Or sorry, of ice. Breakers. I'm not a runner. What am I talking about? No, yeah, it's just 15 influence all in ice, because NBN's ice is terrible. NBN doesn't have any good ice at all except for Tool Booth. And I guess pop-up window's fine, but that's not really ice. That's not ice in the regular sense. Huh. Surprised he's playing Personal Workshop in this deck. It seems like it wouldn't have room, that kind of thing. And there's the RepliKater. Alright, he's gonna go nuts. He's gonna go absolutely apeshit on me, and it's scary. Let's get another melange hit in. Kind of wish he'd make an effort to trash my melange. Since I'm thinking about trashing it soon anyways, it'd be really useful for me if he were to do me that favor. Okay. Booyah. Actually, no, I'm going to put that there. There we go. I'm just going to put chum right in front of flare. Just be a huge, huge ass. And then refresh my marked accounts. Okay. I think one more activation of Melange, and then I'm going to start doing some other stuff. Because none of my ice is rezzed at the moment. It's kind of silly. Could really use some more rezzed ice. Just going to get something on his workshop here, it seems. Well, guess not. Guess he reconsidered. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I need one more melange. One more hit. Okay. And then next turn I'm going to put a sand down there for sure. My hand's actually super exposed right now, which is kind of scary. We'll probably put I'll definitely put an agenda down along with my melange, I think, since that server is relatively safe. Or maybe I can draw another piece of ice. Oh wow, the toolbox. What? What the what? I mean, I know I used to run that card, but I think I was wrong to do so. um, I actually used to play it. It's just, it's kind of crazy that I'm surprised that he played it when he's so low on credits, mostly. Um, well, I mean, it does a lot. That link is terrifying. Like, he's at 3 link. I have to pump my flare like crazy in order to actually get him with it. Of course, if I do pump my flare like crazy, I'm killing his toolbox. So, like, there's positives and negatives, but yeah, it's kind of nuts. Oh no. No, Deus Ex completely ruins flare. What the hell? That's not fair. That's not okay. It's not fair at all. Why did he have to do that? Why did he have to go and play that card? Deus Ex, it's such a bad card. so bad. Oh, what the hell? Deus. Oh my god. It's terrible. I guess I'm putting an Eli in front of there just to slow things down a bit. Jeez. No fun at all. Not even a little bit fun. Wow, he's not even running. Oh, he's gonna run my hand now. Okay. Do I even res? No, I don't. It's a complete waste. Costs him nothing to break. Ever. Oh, and he got my other Astra script. That's brutal. Like, if he got in the Beal, no big deal, but getting the Astra script is not good. Deus... Ah! What the hell? Why Deus Ex? Of all the things it could have been, why did it have to be Deus Ex? So not cool. Not cool, dude. Yeah, well, my hand's super not safe, so let's just score this Beal while we still have a Sansan up. Because my Sansan's not safe either. No, sir, it is not. It's just not... Huh. I probably would have trashed that, honestly. It's kind of a dangerous one. Hmm. Is it 8 credits? I can definitely keep him out of this server. Let's do it. Let's res some fat ice. I'm never resing this flare now, so what's the harm? And by never, since I'm never resing this, I'm never resing this. So hey, no big deal. Oh yeah, E3 is actually sick with Darwin. That's adorable. I guess I'm purging next turn. Well, he's not going to get to access R&D again for a little while, since I definitely want to purge. Sweet. Got there. Fantastic. Yep. It's purging time. I'm getting blown out by Deus Ex. That's what's happening. Like, no one runs Flare. The only AP is, like, I think Ichi's an AP, if I'm not mistaken, since it's traced as a brain damage. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, let's... I guess I can rely on Toolbooth to protect the server if I absolutely have to. I also have the option, if I so choose, to actually indeed res the flare, and then he has to Deus Ex it, and then in the future he's screwed, because like it's massive. He's not going to be able to Darwin it. What's this? Why would you ever target a Magnum? Oh, yeah, there we go. Here comes personal touches. Not fun. Not fun at all. This is really not cool at all. This silliness. Luckily, Toolbooth is pretty good here since it still costs him 3. Oh, whoops, I forgot to res my pad. Whatever, no one cares if you do that. So do I want a Melange first, or do I want a Toolbooth first? I think I want a Melange first. Let's... No, I don't. Like, my bait is Melange and Sansan, and so if he's not running this server, no. Yeah, there's the third personal touch. Jeez. That is 6 strength now. He can run whatever, wherever, whenever. And once again, I'm never resing my flare, because now he has 3 personal touches, so it doesn't do extra. It's actually just putty as well. Toolbooth is the best, though, because Toolbooth makes him spend 3 credits before he does anything. Is he modding out a fourth, or a third R&D, well, a fourth access, but a third R&D interface? What the fuck? Alright, I'm going to draw a card here. Just try and find an agenda. Sweet, an agenda. Perfect. Man, I can score that agenda right now. Huh, that is tempting. No, I want a Toolbooth. I want a Toolbooth. I want to get Toolbooth out there. It's costing me 4 to install. That is a 4 install. Alright, let's go ahead and get more money on our closed accounts. Just have to hope he doesn't run my hand and get lucky on the hand run. That would suck. That would be terrible. I have to imagine he wants to hit R&D. I have to imagine that's what he wants to do with his 4 accesses he gets. Ooh. This is intense. This is super scary. Yeah, here it comes. That's a Toolbooth. Whoa. He only broke a Viper once. This guy really needs to slow down. He's gonna make mistakes. And like he's then using the click he won't have to break Eli. Like, yeah, sketchy. Yeah, I mean, this is Kate. She's super late game. She's super duper late game. He needs to figure out what he's doing. Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, toll booth doing work. We need to review. Okay, so he had 3 counters. He used 2 counters on that. Okay, yep. Sure. Alright, that's fair. Perfectly reasonable. Alright, let's check the situation here. Sweet, I want to say. It's a good draw. Because I can score my Astroscript off my Sansan, and then next turn, if he doesn't kill my priority wreck, I can score that from hand with my double Astroscript. Yeah, you heard me. Score priority wreck from hand. That is what I said. Astroscript is so nuts. What is this card? Who thought this was a good idea? I want to know who thought an agenda that it gives you a free biotic labor for no money was a good idea. It's a 3/2. It's a 3/2. Like, it costs 5 to get an advancement counter on Beal. I'd rather have an Astroscript score than an advanced Beal, because the Astroscript, that advancement counter actually just represents 2 more points. So it's 4 points when you score an Astroscript, but it's only 3 points when you overscore a Beal. It costs so... Oh my goodness, what were they thinking? I guess they were thinking, let's make NBN viable. Like, if it weren't for Astroscript, I don't think NBN would be playable at all. It's the only reason. Huh. I think I might even go so far as to say that Astroscript is the best Corp card. I'm having trouble thinking of a Corp card better than Astroscript. That'd be an interesting discussion to have. Um, like, Astroscript is just so much better as an agenda than anything else. It's what is this card? Okay, well, he can get in this time, but there's only, let's see. I'm just trying to calculate. All right, let's pay attention to this, and I'll think about other stuff later. He did it again. Oh no, he's at 0 clicks, so it's fine. Okay, that's fine. All right. Cost him 3 to get through there. Okay, yeah. It's an expensive one for him, to say the least. Okay, well, he gets to access 4 cards. Here's hoping he doesn't see 5 points. There's what? 8, 11. There's 9 points left in my deck, so if he sees 5 points on 4 cards, that'd be kind of unlucky for us. Like, he pretty much has to find the only other priority wreck in the deck in order for that to work. And he has to know the game is over after missing that often. Alright. Ready to score a priority wreck from hand? 'Cause I sure am. Man, that was a game, all right. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I don't know. This might this whole inside man thing, like there might be something to it. Spending one for an R&D interface is pretty nuts. Yeah, I don't know. I guess well, I got lucky with my draws, right? Like I clicked for a draw and it was an Astra script, and then the next turn he couldn't get through, and I drew a priority rec. So I got sort of fortunate there. Um, though I mean, he got lucky getting rewarded for playing this awful Deus Ex, which is a terrible card and you should never play. Because I would have leaned so like I would have just overscored the hell out of this Beal. I just played the game totally differently if not for this Deus Ex. But he had it, so I couldn't. What the hell? Alright, well, I'm going to stop complaining about Deus Ex. Um, anyways, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to take a break from streaming. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope people watching the videos enjoyed those. Alright, yeah.